Do you know what your problem is? Your problem is that you're the exact target market for the mind cure belief system because your life sucks. Oh shit, the recording. Hi there. I wasn't expecting you to click on this video since you have already manifested your dream reality and all. No? So this video will be your 4041st video seeking esoteric knowledge. Friend, after all that time and energy spent, you're still broke, haven't attained self-love, and to top it off, you're drowning in debt. What you're telling me right now, Boothang, is that you have failed to manifest that desired reality you're chasing. How, Sway? What you want is a completely different life than the one that you're living. Why do you hate your reality that much? The only logical reason I can come up with is that you see your current reality as undesirable. And I get it. We live in a society where money has become the physical manifestation of God. It grants you the ability to live life on your own terms. Facing heartbreak? Well, it's better to cry over heartbreak, eat ice cream, and all of that in a penthouse than to do that in a dumpster or a shack. This is what a shack is. Social media has perpetuated a self-hating cycle where everyone seems to be living a better life than yours. With the rise of influencer culture, the manosphere, and the bad bitch era, it's easy to feel inadequate when others flaunt luxuries you can't afford to your face. The comparison often feels overwhelming, especially when you're struggling financially and unable to keep up with the standards set by those who appear to have it all. Now, the irony in all of this is that you're likely stuck within the confines of your undesired reality precisely because you hate it. The hatred you have for your current reality is what's driving you to, for a lack of better word, insanity. Out here looking dumb, reciting those affirmations in the mirror on a daily basis. I'm not wrong because you think that. Okay, wait, my bad. You don't deserve this type of negativity, especially from a stranger on the internet. You're trying to manifest. What am I even doing? I highly apologize for ruining your valuable task at hand, which is to maintain positive and high vibrational thoughts all the damn time 24/7. Well, Rita, it's called self-improvement. No, sweetie, self-hate. Definitely self-hate. Surely with 4041 videos under your belt, your life should be a bit easier by now, right? At the very least, you should be manifesting better parking spaces or smoother traffic. Maybe even a free meal here and there. Come on, friend. What exactly has your mind brought into your reality? No judgment. This right here is a safe space. Boothang, you've shifted your reality, haven't you? Bagged the man of your dreams. Your tuition fees were miraculously paid by your thoughts. Let me guess, you're now cruising around in that sports car, living in that luxurious apartment, and enjoying the promotion at work that you've always wanted. Fuck the promotion. You do not need a 9 to 5. You are your own boss. You've manifested life outside the matrix. No? Sweet cakes, come here. Why are you so focused on acquiring things outside of yourself? Seriously, that sounded great. However, what's driving this obsession? Social fucking issues, Rita. What else besides poverty and social constructs we did not ask for? I get you. I did not ask to be a part of this either. I just woke up one day and bam, I'm on Earth. I still don't understand what is going on this planet. Till today, I'm lost. I'm a lost sheep. Damn.
I hate capitalism.
You know what? Let's blame this overt obsession on social media. Yeah. Social media popularizes concepts and then commodifies them. 4,041 videos worth of valuable information. You're an expert by now. At this point, you can whip out your camera and make a living like the rest of these self-acclaimed manifestation gurus. Since you're still here, Boo Thang, you might as well share your unique manifestation techniques with me. Oh honey, this is a different type of manifestation video, okay, sweet cakes? You thought I was going to teach you about manifestation? Hell no, sweetie. You've drowned yourself in a pool of self-help in attempts to shift your reality. You're here to teach moi. You're here to educate the girl. How is the entire manifestation thing going? What have you learned about manifestation? I'm poor, and this is something I do not hide on this channel. So there's absolutely nothing you can learn from me, since society deems people with money more successful and intelligent than the poor ones. You're here, since you're successful, to teach me. So tell me down below, like, what have you learned about manifestation? You are here to tell me how I can manifest. I need to get out of this shithole. You switched paradigms. Was it through the power of your crystals? Oh wait, no. It must have been that expensive masterclass you attended. That had to be the thing that gave you a whole new identity. No? Okay. Maybe it was that retreat you took in the Bahamas last year. Friend, come on, stop gatekeeping. Actually, I'm kind of loving this guessing game. Wait. I think I got it. The ultimate manifestation tool you used was your vision board. Come on. No? That did not work either? I guess that's your fault. It's all on you. You're the one to blame. I know why that didn't work. You weren't staring at it with enough intent or conviction. Your life sucks because your mentally, physically, and spiritual planes aren't in sync. You're the reason behind your failures. Drowning in poverty, misaligned on every aspect of your existence. You have attracted every bad thing that has ever happened to you because of the nature of your thoughts. Forget social issues and constructed systems. You are holding you back, sweetie. The negativity on this video is hella potent. Even I can't stand it. Again, I apologize. I'm apologizing a lot. I guess that's my toxic trait. I'm wrong. I didn't mean to let my limited perspective cloud what we have going on here. I believe you. You clicked on this video because you've already shifted your reality. You're living the life now. Swimming in luxury, money flowing in abundance. Your very existence is the epitome of success. I'm sorry I ever doubted your highly effective manifestation techniques. But on a serious note, you still haven't answered me. With all the knowledge you've consumed, have you actually managed to switch your paradigm? The answer is a big fat no, because if you had, you wouldn't be here watching your 4,042nd video on the topic. Welcome, gullible human being. I am a living testimony to resilience. The fact that I am still here, alive and thriving, surprises me every day. My heart is filled with immense gratitude for everything I have accomplished and the countless obstacles I have overcome in this lifetime. Growing up in the ghetto, I experienced life on the opposite end of luxury, where scarcity and hardship were the norm. Now, living in such an environment can deeply affect one's sense of self-worth, leading to feelings of unworthiness and constant psychological distress. In a world that thrives on exploiting insecurities, where profit is made by feeding off our feelings of inadequacy, it's easy to develop a subtle hatred for the life you were given, ultimately leading to you running in every direction in pursuit of comfort or reality shifts, quote-unquote self-improvement. My experience with poverty, defined here as living without the material possessions that society view as markers of success, revealed profound insights about belief systems and the role they play in people's lives. In many religious contexts, particularly within the Christian communities I encountered, material wealth and success were often demonized as worldly or even satanic pursuits. The church upheld an ideal that equated poverty with humility, and many of the devout wore their lack of money and possessions as a badge of honor. To them, poverty wasn't a sign of failure, but rather a mark of spiritual elevation, something to be embraced with pride. Yet at the same time, there was an almost contradictory expectation that God could be petitioned, often through tithes, offering, and acts of service for protection, prosperity, and life-changing miracles. Many believed that if they gave enough, sinned less, and exhibited unwavering faith, God would intervene, altering their circumstances, perhaps granting them a job, a promotion, or some other form of divine favor. It was as though God were perceived as a kind of cosmic genie, dispensing blessings and solving problems for those who paid the spiritual cost. This reliance on religion becomes especially pronounced in times of hardship. It is no surprise that people often turn to belief systems, especially Christianity, when their reality becomes unbearable. Whether it's poverty, illness, or personal tragedy, religion offers comfort, hope, and a sense of meaning when life feels out of control. In seeking the divine, people aren't merely chasing a material outcome, but are also searching for emotional solace, a way to make sense of suffering. Growing up, I witnessed this dynamic firsthand. The people around me, myself included, would spend countless of hours at church offering service to God in hopes of a reward from the Almighty. But the reward never came. Silence, crickets, too. Oftentimes people would pray and wouldn't hear from God, wouldn't hear God's voice. Over time, as I grew, I developed a deep discomfort with the idea that God was being used as an escape hatch for life's difficulties. It seemed that faith was being exploited, both consciously and unconsciously, as a means to cope with the harshness of reality. Now, as long as you paid your dues, it was as though your life became a blueprint for God to demonstrate His glory. People often equate material success to God showing off with your life. And imagine you doing all of these things, praying, going to the church, serving the Lord, you're in choir, you're in dance, you everywhere. Like everyone in the church knows you and they call you Sister Mang Mang. And boom, God is just not showing off with your life. You're in the same place you were 5 years ago. So in instances where your life didn't change, well, you probably didn't pray enough. You know how small a mustard seed is? Yeah, your faith was smaller than that. You had zero conviction. Again, the blame is all on you. That time, all you knew was you gave it your all. You gave it everything you got. You prayed, you knelt. Still not enough. Still not enough. Still not enough. You did not receive your blessing because there's something that you did that wasn't just right. You did not have faith. I've noticed that hardship leads people to God's door. How else would you cope with life's smack in the face if you do not believe in something greater than yourself? However, Gen Z is built different. We aren't knocking on anyone's door. We are bringing things forth into our reality using our minds. The Industrial Revolution brought us a boatload of modern day problems with barely a band aid in sight. Fast forward a bit and we hit the Great Depression. Dark times indeed. Now, is it purely a coincidence that Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill came out during an era when people were at their most vulnerable, desperate, and flat out broke? I personally don't think so. Absolutely not. Olivia Napoleon Hill, born into poverty in rural Virginia, went on to become a self-help icon. That alone feels like proof his ideas weren't just wishful thinking. Did he think his way into success? Most if it manifested. The man is a legend. Years, decades after his death, and he is still relevant. If you've ever dived into the 2006 hit The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, you'll see familiar ideas. She gives the same old manifestation trick a rebrand and calls it the law of attraction. Both Hill and Byrne preach similar gospels, mindset and belief. They argue that your mindset and beliefs hold keys to changing your life. In other words, it's not just what you think, but how you think. Visualization and affirmations. Picture your success. Talk about it like it's already happening, and voila, results. This is essentially mental dress rehearsals for your goals. Personal responsibility is the last one, which is the real kicker here. Both books lay the responsibility on your ass. Want to change your life? Start by changing your thoughts and actions. Simple, right? Well, maybe not, but that's where the fun begins. You start to see life as a game and you are actively working in alignment with your thoughts, in alignment with your internal world to ensure that your okayness on the inside equates possible positive outcomes in your external reality. These ideas offer a thought become things mentality. It sounds a little like magic, but hey, who doesn't want to believe that thinking your way to success is possible? It is. Very much so. Shit. I've thought my way into success. But that's a story for another day. Remember when I called you a gullible human being? I meant that. And it's true. You're vulnerable and you're fragile because you are unaware that you are currently being used. Yeah, sweetie, you're being used. And that's because, honey, manifestation, well, at least modern day manifestation and the self-help metasphere has become a business, and you and the life you find undesirable are the target market. That's why you have 4,042 videos under your belt. I know I gave off a vibe that probably had you assuming that I didn't believe in manifestation. Did you miss the part when I said that I am a living testimony? I am here to sit in your gut because you have allowed the world around you to determine how your inner world operates. There is nothing that you seek, including the knowledge you think is hidden in someone's brain. Maybe you're seeking purpose or clarity that you won't eventually uncover within yourself. Instead of drowning yourself in another 4,041 YouTube and TikTok videos, maybe crack open a book first. I see people constantly asking for book recommendations like it's the magic formula. How about your own trial and error? Why is someone always required to set up a path for us when it comes to trying to acquire any form of knowledge? Why are you putting all your mental energy into finding out what someone else who you think has it all together could possibly suggest for you? You watch one video, then another, and before you know it, you've gone down a rabbit hole, accessing information from different frequencies on the internet. People just like you who began where you were. And I will bet on my guts, bet on my kidneys that 90% of these manifestation self-help gurus are nobodies, are people that learned the knowledge, they read books and decided to make capital out of it. But listen, let me not be negative, like maybe a good portion, maybe 60 to 80%, I doubt, of them are genuine, like they really are in alignment, like there's an invisible string that's attaching them straight to source. And unfortunately for you and I, we do not have that. It is quite comical to assume that we currently do not have any corn artists in the self-help community. They are there and they are many. That 40-minute video on manifestation techniques will not change your reality, but it will definitely change the curator of the video's financial situation, because at the end of the day, all you are to them is a view or a payment for a masterclass or someone eager to join the next retreat. The West has globalized the world so thoroughly that we Africans are now living in their thought forms, sipping on their governance, and modeling their class systems. Basically, we are getting the full Western experience, but with a side of sunshine. They have replicated their cities on the motherland like they are playing SimCity. And in doing so, they've quietly planted the idea in our heads that their norms, culture, and traditions are somehow superior. It's like they hit Control-C on capitalism and pasted it right onto our spiritual lives. And trust me, it's spreading faster than a viral TikTok. This capitalism takeover has given birth to a unique species. It's kind of wild for me to call them species, but hey, the scammer traditional healer. These folks saw the vulnerability crisis as a golden opportunity to create the ultimate money-making scheme. They popped up everywhere. Pa! 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 Promising to fix your spiritual woes for a not so modest fee. They want you to break your bank. These so-called traditional healers, the scammers, let's be clear, are pros at telling people exactly what they want to hear.
Your ancestors are mad at you.
That's why you're broke.
They say.
You need a ritual to fix it.
They add, conveniently forgetting to mention that this ritual is going to cost you about the same as a down payment on a house. And sometimes they go all in, like fully convincing people that the solution is uktwasa, the process of becoming a sangoma traditional healer. Other times they stir up family drama by blaming your auntie, your uncle, or your cousins, sometimes even your immediate family, for all your misfortunes. Now you're going home and giving people a side eye. People that have nothing to do with your downfall. You are there suspecting them. For what? It's kind of like, who needs family harmony when you can have a scapegoat? And just when you thought the positive thinking trend was limited to Instagram influencers, pastors and self-styled life coaches have jumped on board, bringing good vibes only to their sermons. Observing some of these pastors manipulate their congregations reveal just how powerful the belief in our thoughts shaping reality can be. People are pushed to extremes such as eating grass or enduring physical punishment from others. People get sprayed with chemicals that were meant to kill cockroaches. Do you understand how vulnerable that is and how sad that is? All of this is done in the hope of achieving deliverance and removing a perceived dark cloud from their lives. This extreme behavior underscores how deeply people can be convinced that their mental and spiritual practices will alter their reality. Meanwhile, fundamental social issues are often overlooked as individuals focus on these dramatic rituals in their quest for spiritual breakthrough. Your life coach was probably broke as fuck before 2020. Manifestation has gone mainstream. Now it's less about spiritual growth and more about crystals, vibes, and aesthetics. In South Africa, the girlies are called chakra hands. I'm often referred to as a chakra han. It's funny how people would take one look at you and put you in a box. Like, you don't know me and you're assuming. The level of your spirituality is now measured by how many pretty stones you own, how you outwardly present, how good you look while you're holding those crystals or your tarot cards. Level of spirituality is measured by how much you know about astrology. I don't really fuck with astrology. All I know is that I'm a Gemini. I know what my sun and moon signs are, but I really do not think that your character is determined by where the sun was situated on the day you were born. Your character is determined by who you are on the inside, who your spirit is fundamentally, not by where the sun or the moon was. However, these things manifest as true in our reality because we have a collective of people who believe in this thing. And we forget just how deep belief can go. If a collective deems something as true and the collective's subconscious mind deems it as true, then it's most likely to manifest in people's lives who believe in it, because there's already a strong radiating frequency of people that deem this certain idea as true. Let's take a moment to talk about the Western version of spirituality for a second. I've noticed that it loves to put people into two little boxes: spiritual and non-spiritual. The more you meditate, the more retreats you attend, and the more you isolate yourself from regular life, the more advanced you are spiritually, or so they say. It's mostly rich people who can afford the spiritual flex. It's like spirituality has become a new status symbol. Meanwhile, people like me are out here pirating spiritual books like we are in some sort of a spiritual club. Am I allowed to say that I pirate books? Like, I'm poor. I pirate them books because them books are expensive. You guys see the prices? Like, why is a book 5,000 rand? I don't understand why a book could cost that much, but then I get it. Knowledge is power, and knowledge, unfortunately, has been set aside for the rich. And personally, as the spiritual people put it, you're not at the top floor. I am not at the top floor. I am not on the high level. I am not going to lie. I'm at the lower level. And maybe my vibes, my vibration and frequency is to blame. I am to blame for my Do you guys see how crazy that mindset is? Blaming people. So you're telling me that slavery, that Africans manifested that reality? You're telling me that the Jews manifested that reality? Come on, guys. Come on. It's toxic. This thought form is toxic. We've now arrived at the point where someone's bank balance is the metric for their spiritual enlightenment. But let's be real. You don't need to attend retreats or throw down cash on ceremonies to become enlightened. You could be someone quietly living your life, learning from your experience and achieving just as much spiritual growth as someone spending a fortune on wellness getaways. The Western approach to spirituality has turned into a performance, like I said, an entertainment. It's packaged like spiritual Netflix, but with crystals, astrology, and readings. The problem is that these expensive rituals, workshops, and master classes, spending a fortune on life coaches, are surface level distractions. The money is taken out of your pocket and is placed into the pocket of the host. They are the one profiting, baby, not you. And then they will come out with a video telling you about how they manifested a house. Houseway? How? How did you manifest a house? Because you are an influencer. You get views. You get people spending money on your content all the damn time. That is what gave you the reality you wanted. You didn't manifest it. You put your camera out and you spoke to the camera. Stop lying to us. You see, now if someone from like my hood, someone I knew growing up that grew up in poverty, came out and said that, yo, I manifested my reality, I'm going to give that person my ears and every single ounce of my attention, because I'm like, damn, you literally shifted your reality. You had nothing, bro. Like, if I can come onto this internet one day and preach about how I shifted my reality, then y'all can listen to me. But right now, nah. My vibrations are still low. You know, at the same time, if you attend all these retreats, at least you got the high level experience of luxury. However, after that retreat, your undesired life awaits your return. These master classes and retreats don't really help anyone heal. In fact, they often make people of color feel excluded because they can't afford to participate. Meanwhile, privileged folks use things like the law of attraction to justify everything from poverty to racism, blaming individuals for not thinking positively enough instead of acknowledging systematic issues at play. It's like telling someone to solve world hunger with a mood board. A lot of this new age spirituality is just capitalism in a yoga pose with a side of victim blaming. It's all about selling the idea that you can vibe your way out of problems as long as you've got the right tools. Money, the tool is money. But unless we actively question the messed up systems we live in, we are really not healing anyone. We're just playing spiritual dress up. If we really wanted to raise the collective consciousness, it's not going to happen through meditating our way to wealth. We need to dismantle the systems that oppress us. After all, we are all spiritual beings, whether we chant mantras or not. Exploring spirituality is a personal choice, kind of like how some people are obsessed with the gym while others are not. We all have bodies, right? We all have bodies, so we all have spirits. The question is, how deep are you willing to go to understand yours? Final thoughts. Eradicate all logic and realism when it comes to matters of the spirit and assert discernment where discernment is due. Your life, your rules. No one is coming to save you. No one can save you. So why place all of your trust on another human being? How can someone outside of yourself bring about the change you seek in your reality? If you haven't fully accepted your current situation, how can you effectively work with what you have to improve yourself? The desire for change should not stem from a place of discontent. That's not love. That's desperation. Gratitude should be genuine. It should be practiced because you truly feel thankful for what you have and not as a means to escape your current reality. Do I personally want my life to change? Absolutely. But I've come to realize that change doesn't happen through thoughts alone. It requires action, it requires intention, it requires determination. And more importantly, it starts with working on my internal world. How can I expect to acquire wealth if I have no financial literacy or seek self-love and confidence when my internal dialogue constantly tears me down? I must first understand where these negative thoughts come from, because most of them are inherited from external sources. A child isn't born believing they are inadequate. So who taught you to think that way about yourself? The truth is, you need to find the knowledge for yourself and put in the work. Stop wasting time on things that don't serve you, all in the name of self-doubt. You doubt yourself. You do not trust yourself. Train yourself to see your reality for what it truly is, rather than what you wish it could be. Only then can meaningful change occur. I hope you find the healing you deserve to experience. I'm done. That's where the video ends. I think I have an outro this time. I used the mic that does not work. And I'm grateful for the 29 subscribers that I have and every single soul that has watched my video. It is truly fun being on this platform and doing what I do. I enjoy it, and most thankful that I am is for your time, because each and every one of us, our time is valuable. Our time is an asset. So for you to put time aside of whatever it is that you're doing to watch me speak and ramble means so much to me, and I appreciate that. I didn't want to leave you hanging. Like, if you're a person that watches my videos and you watch it all the way to the end, you know that I have a problem with my conclusions and with my outros. So and I've probably pissed like a whole lot of people off, but then this is the thing, right? I record, this is the time. Let me just show you the time. Okay, this mic does not work. This is my actual mic. But it's currently 43 minutes past 5. So it's to 6. What time did I wake up? I woke up at around 2 a.m. I got my makeup done. I did my hair. So normally when I record, it's really early in the morning, and by the time I'm done, I'm exhausted because I have a job. And I don't know how to balance the two yet. So that is my excuse for why my outros suck. However, this is like a more heart to heart, with my peeps. Like, I love y'all. I really do. And I really appreciate you for watching my videos. And hopefully this taught you something. I'm not here to just ramble. I'm here to teach. There's a whole lot of thought and intention that goes into my work. And if you appreciate it, then I appreciate you. Just have yourself a beautiful life. And I really meant what I said by, I hope you find the healing you deserve. I want to close this by saying that healing is not linear. And my pain video talks about that. Healing is a very complicated journey. And it is also not a destination. It is a journey. We need to actively pursue healing up until the day we're done, and up until that day, I hope you find ways to manage tough situations better, because that's what I feel healing does. Healing allows us to manage tough situations with a better perspective, with a calmer attitude. We are not reacting to the situation but responding to it. And these are things we learn along our healing journey. I'm currently on a healing journey, and it's not easy. It's not easy. Like, yesterday alone, I felt dull and dense, and I almost did not record. But then I was like, fuck it, this is what I'm feeling. What I do is I let my emotions pass through me, because I know that they are not me. It's just an energy that is in motion at that moment. So I let it be in motion. Just because you are manifesting or you're trying to acquire wealth or manifesting a desired reality does not mean that you should rid yourself of all negative emotions. And we need to understand that as much as these emotions are negative, they will forever be in your life. You cannot always find yourself in a positive state of existence. That is highly impossible, because life is life, and there's duality in life. So as much as you want to remain in your positive state of consciousness, sweetie, you need to embrace emotions like fear. You need to embrace emotions like sadness, like worry. Accept them for what they are. For me, the problem becomes when you do not let these emotions move past you and you let them become your state of existence. That's where the problem is. This is such a long tangent. I was about to say bye. Thought I said everything that I needed to say in the video, but I guess not. I have to sleep now. I really have to. I have to pass out, and I'm gonna pass out with this makeup. Trust me. So appreciate you. I appreciate you hella. Have yourself a beautiful life again. Ciao, sweetie. Mwah. Bye, boo thang. Thank you for watching. Check me out on my Patreon. I don't have a Patreon.